So welcome everyone. We're very excited to have you here today to celebrate the launch of the ACHIEVE CCS Creative Sisterhood exhibition. It's very exciting to be celebrating this because the artists put in a lot of hard work to be able to exhibit. And I think it's going to be really nice. We're going to have a nice time experiencing their work. Before we start, I will be the moderator of today's event. My name is Zeta Theodorou, and I am from Culturepolis, Greece. I think the best way to start is to hear a few words about the project in general, its mission and goals, by Dimitrita Bontea, who is from CBE France, who was the project leader of ACHIEVE.
Hello and welcome everyone. You are very happy to have you with us today. My name is Dumitrița and I'm the coordinator of the ACHIEVE CCS project. That is an Erasmus Plus project that brought together for 2 years 6 partner organizations from 5 countries: France, Ireland, Turkey, Greece, and Ukraine. I think that most of you are already familiar with the project, especially since you actively participated in many of its activities. But I'd still like to briefly give you an overview of the project, main objectives and activities that took place. First of all, the project aimed to develop an open digital environment for learning materials, networking, and also the promotion of female creativity. Another objective was to create, let's say, an women's artistic and cultural community to facilitate collaboration between youth workers in all partner countries and also to promote women's empowerment in this sector. To achieve these objectives, as you know, several activities were implemented during these 2 years. One of the main results is the virtual multi-space platform, which includes educational materials, communication tools, and also mentoring opportunities to support participants. I think that you know, but I'd like to remind you that the platform is accessible in all partner languages and will remain available beyond the project duration. Another activity was the Academy for Women that represented a training program that was designed to equip you with practical, professional, and also personal skills that are necessary to navigate, let's say, this sector and also to advance your careers. You as participants also formed art clubs in each partner country. During this period, you worked together, shared ideas, and also developed your own creative art pieces that we are so proud with the support of youth workers that were acted as mentors. And these activities led to the preparation and the launch of the virtual exhibition that was organized online. Since you were directly involved in these activities, you have played a key role in making this project meaningful and also impactful. And yeah, we are very happy to see the results of your work today and also to celebrate this experience together. Thank you.
Thank you, Dumi. And thank you for your guidance and leadership and ethos throughout the project.
Thank you too.
Moving on, I think, as Dumi mentioned, a very, very important part of the project that led to the exhibition was the Achieve CCS training platform, or the Achieve Academy. To talk to us about that, we have Alexandra Jimona, who is from Eurospeak Ireland.
Hello, everyone from my side as well. Thank you, Zeta, for giving me the floor. As well, I would like to welcome all of you. I'm representing one of the partners that is based in Ireland, Eurospeak, and we were leading the development of the educational material that the training was based on, and along with EED from Greece. We have developed the training platform in which all the material is hosted, and also all the trainings in all the countries have taken place during some months ago. I will take some time just to get you through the platform. Most of you are already familiar, but I would like to welcome anyone that hasn't used it yet to feel free and navigate themselves. So, for a user that hasn't been registered already on the platform, this is the main page that we can see. In order to be able to see all the material that it's within the platform, you have to be a registered user, something that is quite easy to be done. We can see the registration page here. The platform just needs some basic information, mainly contact information of yours in order to create the profile. And then once you fill in all the obligatory fields, the user receives confirmation email in order to activate their account. And it's ready. You just have to then enter the course, which, yeah, it appears here. My internet is a bit slow, sorry. Okay, so once you're registered, you have to enroll on the course that the platform hosts. And this is what a registered user can see as a student, because we have two separate profiles for all the users. One profile is used by participants that they would like to be trained on the material that we have developed, and then the second profile are the trainers or teachers that are leading the training activities in the groups that they are working with. And each profile has basically a different access to specific material that we will see right afterwards. So for the simple users, that they are the trainees, let's say, they can see the materials related to the training, one PDF per each unit. We have 7 different units on specific topics such as marketing, the introduction to the CCS, gender equality and inclusion, and several topics related to the promotion and development of business within the CCS sector. The participants they can see basically the theoretical material that all partners have developed through the implementation process of the project. And they have the form of an ebook. It's quite easy for someone that wants to study in their own time all the material that we have developed, which is based on the ETS competency alignment. You can see here all the information that partners have developed. The 3 parts of the theoretical content is, first of all, the explanation of the topic that each PDF is focused on. Then we have a short evaluation, so participants can see what basically they have learned, and also some practical exercises that can be implemented both by each participant themselves and also as a group with the help of a facilitator. Right after the PDF file, we have the quiz. Here we have included three quiz multiple choice questions, which participants can use in order to, well, sorry. Participants can use in order to validate their knowledge on the units that they have just reviewed. We have three main questions related to the content that the unit is about, and they are all multiple choice. And every time that someone attempts to do the quiz, the way the questions appear to the screen, they change. So. If someone wants to redo the quiz because they haven't succeeded, they can do it, of course, but it's not the same all the time. Okay, give me just a second now because I got disconnected and now my. Okay. Besides the quiz, participants can also have an access to a Google Meet link. So if a teacher wants to organize an online session with the group they are working with, they can embed the Google Meet link here, and everything can be done basically through the platform, so they don't have to use any other tool besides the Achieve platform in order to develop, to implement the trainings. This is what a normal participant can see. So now we can go to what a teacher can view on the platform. The only difference basically here is the access to a PowerPoint file, which basically facilitates the trainers to deliver the sessions. The PowerPoint file have the agenda, basically the session overview, which of course is just to help them. It's not something that they have to follow 100%, but it's just a map, let's say, to follow in order to implement the sessions. In each PowerPoint, we have the main information of the session along with some icebreakers, and in the end, we also have some activities that facilitators can implement with the group, such as this one, for example. And basically, this is the difference between the normal view and then the more detailed view of the teachers. Of course, teachers also have access to the PDF files, and also they can review the progress of each of their students. We also have some forums. So there
Sorry,
are
Alexandra.
yes.
Sorry to interfere. I think we are still viewing
Oh,
the students' screen.
sorry for that. Okay.
No worries.
Let me.
I wasn't sure, but somebody also mentioned this in the chat. Thank you.
I cannot see the chat. I mean, thank you very much for letting me know. Okay, we'll just share my whole screen. Okay, so just to go through it very quickly, what I was talking about earlier. It's this is the teacher's view of the platform. Here is the PowerPoint file where teachers just can use in order to manage and implement the sessions. And here we go back to the main environment of the platform. Teachers also have access to the quizzes. and of course the Google Meet links that they can use in order um, to complete the sessions. We have also forums, a general one that basically all participants can view, like these ones, that they are public, they don't have any restrictions. And we have also some private forums, like this one, for example, that it's only for users. Well, it's not appearing. We have also some forums that they are private, and it's only for users that the teacher selects in order to have access, and they can just communicate as a group through the forum. So this is one part that we have all the educational material in the platform. However, the platform is not only the training hub of the project, it is also the networking platform for the artists during the formation and implementation of the art clubs. Down below, after the units, we can see all the art clubs that they have been developed in each country. Here, as you can see, we have restricted access to people that they don't belong to the art clubs. And again, the same as the forums, the trainers, they are selecting the participants that they will log into specific art club of each country. In the case of Ireland, for example, we have five different teams within the art club, and each one has their own topic that they are working on. Here we have described all the challenges, the tasks, and the way that the team will work during the art club implementation, and also the timelines and all the information that is needed. Again, if we go to the uh, trainees profile. You will give me just a second so I can connect with my other, so you can see how it's synced. We have a bit of different. Here you can see, for example, that a trainee that is not connected with any other art clubs, they can see only the art clubs that they have been granted with access. This is also another change between the two. And finally, we have within the art club, we have the collaborative discussion space where again the members of the art club, they can use it as a chat between them. And the notepad where we have here, you can see that we have a lot of things going on. Basically, the artists that they have been working within the art club. They had been noting down all the information related to their works, such as how they perceive the idea, some general notes, the tools that they have used, and so on. And we have the same thing going on for each of the teams. And we have some creative ideas board, which was basically optional to be used, where participants could also use it as a brainstorming tool during the perception of the artworks that they would like to develop. This is in a nutshell, basically what the platform is about and how had been used during the training and the art clubs formation. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me.
Alexandra, thank you so much for your thorough guide through of the walkthrough of the platform. I think we can keep the questions for the end.
Okay. Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you. So the heart and soul of the training platform and the training program were the youth workers who led the seminars and delivered the program. And we're very, very happy to have two youth trainers here with us today speaking. First one is Maria Yankabozidou. Maria, would you like to talk to us a little bit about how the platform supports professional development and skills, and what was your experience in the program?
Yes, of course. Thank you, Zeta. So I was together with Lydia. I think she's here. I saw her. We were the youth workers from the Greek team. And yeah, we used the platform to have the content and the units. So we had these 7 consecutive weeks that we were having weekly online meetings with the women artists. And I think that was something that helped a lot to build this this community feeling. So it's not just theory and they just read it and they make the quizzes. Of course, there is this part that we just saw in the platform, but what we wanted to create within this online meetings every week for 7 weeks, it was this feeling of the community. So we had this theory like that it was just a background, but mainly it was discussion, sharing experiences, and bringing more of what is in their context and just getting out of the silos that sometimes artists can feel that I'm doing, art alone and I cannot share with the others. So also creating this community within the Greek team. Also, I think we tried to have some hard skills, if we can call them like this, because we use the funding opportunities or the marketing skills, because I think especially in the art field that's important. I think an artist is not usually learning these things, and I think they are needed in today's world. But we, of course, our focus was soft skills like communication skills, presentation skills, public speaking. Especially when you want to share your art, you need to convince the other to see it or to actually understand the feeling. So that was our focus, and exactly because of those meetings, I think the art clubs were formed very naturally. We saw that very quickly the teams were thinking together. We put them in smaller groups. We started having some let's say preliminary working groups, and then at the end, somehow it was very natural and organic that they made the groups. And I think it was, of course, the participants will confirm that, but I think it was very helpful for them to be together, to learn from each other, and also to learn skills that they usually don't learn in the art field. So that's it.
Thank you, Maria. And thank you for your work in the project as well. Next, we have Artemis Driva, which is also a youth worker from Ireland. And Artemis, welcome. Would you like to speak to us a little bit about how you think stakeholders such as educators, organizations could potentially integrate the material?
Yes, sir. Welcome also from my side. I have to say congratulations to all the artists for the amazing work they have done. Really, the results are so inspiring. And I'm also happy for my students that I see here because they incorporated whatever we have, let's say, not taught, but whatever we have showed them, let's say, during the training sessions. So it's really nice to see all this knowledge incorporated and depicted on their artworks. Now, starting with the question, first of all, educators could use all these pieces of artwork, let's say, first of all, as visual materials for various types of activities, such as, let's say, brainstorming or speaking or also listening, or also writing, or also they can use some of them in order to introduce a topic, because we've seen a variety of topics. The one, for example, could be like nature. We have both, let's say, artworks that have to do with flowers, with animals, others that have to do with the sea life. So that could be an introduction on that topic. But we also have some other artworks, like the one at the cafe that is being designed by Jessica, also who is here with us. That could be introduced like as a social topic of the connection that humans nowadays have with their mobile phones, despite the fact that they're, let's say, outside at a cafe that is a social place, for example. There are also other pieces of art that have to do with tradition, and we can introduce the embroidery art, for example. I saw many, especially by the Ukrainian artists. There are others that have to do with culture as well, like the Team Trialac 1 and 2 by Mary Doyle. Mary, apologize if I pronounce it wrong, but I don't know Gaelic. So actually into the Gaelic, but we have another one with the Anatolian Sun over the Ganges, which is like a combined art. Then we have others that could be introduced, like, let's say, as language learning or teaching, because Eurospeak, as you know, it's also a language school. And in our ACHIEVE site, we have more than 4 languages, or 4. I noticed English, French, Greek, and Turkish. So we could have, for example, the red is the color of rose, to talk about colors and, let's say, modern art. Another work had to do with blue. There is, I don't want to forget anything, but there is also the element of video and animation by Persephones that was really interesting and inspiring as well, from our Greek artists, together with the poem, the Sophagi, that also can introduce various social elements. And of course, as you said in the beginning, the empower of the women, because that is also the aim of the ACHIEVE platform, and also all other gender-related topics, because we see also from our Turkish artists many different, let's say, pieces of art with the position of the woman. And then we can also use it in a writing activity. And I have on my mind the My Fantasyland thing. You could show it to your students, for example, and tell them to draft a small essay or combine it with a topic that you are teaching, I mean, as an English teacher. And what else could also be used is, in general, it's really, really inspiring and could be, applied in different parts of activities. So that is basically for educators. Regarding organizations, they can incorporate all this work into their curricula, of course. And municipalities could use them, let's say, as a gallery exhibition, or could use them in combination with a cultural activity that they could organize. May it be a speech, or may it be a theater, and they may decorate, for example, the scenery with some of these artworks. So these are some suggestions, but of course there are many more. I just mentioned a few now. And congratulations to all of the artists, really. It's an amazing job.
Thank you, Artemis. Great suggestions. And thank you so much for your work throughout the program. You created a great segue into the exhibition platform, since you mentioned so many of the works. And I think it's time that we see them. So here we have the exhibition platform. It's at exhibition.achieveccs.eu. It's live, so anyone can go online and browse and explore it. Right now in the exhibition, we have over 50 creative works from 55 plus artists from over the 5 participating countries. And we have artworks from 5 disciplines. Let's take a look at the exhibition space. So here you can read a little bit about the exhibition. Basically, as Alexandra said, there was a lot of great work within the art clubs that were created within the other platform. And it was that work that was the precursor for the exhibition. A lot of the artists formed teams. Most of them met for the first time. Some of them knew each other from before. Some of the artists decided to work together and co-create one piece of work. So maybe some of them decided to get out of their comfort zone and try different disciplines. But others decided to work together under a common theme, but stay within their disciplines and create work. The Creative Sisterhood name came from the way that the artists work, more so than from the works themselves. So as Alexandra mentioned, we had the training platform, which was a platform from women for women, and it created a safe space to discuss, exchange ideas, educate ourselves, and just expand our horizon. And from there, the art clubs were created within the exhibition that you see here. So if we click on a work, you can see the name of the work, the discipline, you can see the artists, you can read about the work, you can like the work, and you can also share it on social media. You can read a little bit more about the technical details, copyrights and licensing, which is very important and was part of the course as well. And you can click and look at the work. We have, as Artemis said, congratulations to all the artists. The works are of very, very, very high quality, and we're very, very excited to be able to host them. Here you can filter by discipline. We have 5 main disciplines, but obviously there are subcategories within each one. So we have a vast variety of works that really, I think everyone can find something that will inspire them. We have fashion design, film, video, and animation, graphic design and digital design, performing arts, visual arts, and writing. You can also, apart from browsing the works, you can also visit the artist's page, where you will be able to look at an artist's profile. You can contact them. If their work inspired you, you can email them and tell them that. You can see whether an artist is open for collaborations or commissions. And we do encourage people to reach out to the artists that moved them and inspired them and either start new collaborations or just network. I think a great example of the use of the platform. Sorry, I wanted to also say that even though there was no theme given, so there was no guidance, specific guidance regarding the theme of the exhibition, we did observe that there were certain topics that just kind of kept coming up. And those were mainly nature and natural symbols. They were resilience after trauma and expressions of womanhood. So it seemed like those were they were recurring themes that were very prominent on everyone's minds. I would like to show you an example of a work here by Nadia Papaioannou, Mariana Guridaki, and Aspasia Buga. Here, as Artemis mentioned that work as well. I think what is great about this work is that the artists work together under a common theme, under a common inspiration, which was this poem called Sofaki, or Little Sophia, by Nadia Papaioannou. But they decided to work within their own disciplines. So they took that poem and they created, you can see here, this is a part of a series of works. They created a series of works based on the same topic. And you can click on each work and look at the different works. So this is a digital illustration. Here we have a digital collage And we also have the original poetry. So it's 3 different disciplines created under the same umbrella, let's say, and linked together as a series of works. So I think this is a great example of how new collaborations were formed and pushed the artists to create something that was more than the sum of their parts, let's say. We're very, very happy to have Nadia Papaioannou with us here today to talk to us a little bit about her work and her experience in the exhibition. Nadia, would you like to say a few words? Sorry, I think maybe I think Nadia is with us.
Yes. Nadia, can you try to speak so we can check on your sound? Okay. Let's give Nadia a minute
Yes.
while we enjoy the work.
So while we wait for Nadia, let's look at some more features of the exhibition space. So when you click on a work, obviously, as I said, you can see the discipline, and you can also click on the artist's profile, and you can contact them by email. The platform was created in collaboration with IED, which from Larissa, which was also a project partner in the ACHIEVE project. And their team of developers helped develop the platform. And Culturepolis was responsible for the curation of the artworks. I think, unfortunately, Nadia is probably facing some technical issues and is not with us. So maybe we can...
Yeah, I can see she's joined, but there's no screen or sound.
Yes.
So maybe we can proceed and Nadia can jump in at any point. I mean, it's always relevant to hear from the creatives themselves.
Yes, I think that's a great idea. So I do invite everyone to go on the exhibition platform and have a look at the works. The works are truly very, very inspiring. They're of very high quality, and they're the result of some great collaborations. Even the artists that decided to exhibit solo, they were part of the program, and they participated in this collaborative environment, and were obviously part of the Creative Sisterhood. So truly, the works exhibited are great, and we're very, very happy to be able to host them. And again, we would like to congratulate the artists and invite everyone to go on the platform and explore it, because there's so many works that we could not look at all of them now. Moving on, I would like to discuss a little bit about a main and a core topic of the ACHIEVE project in general, which is what is it that enables ambitious careers for women in CCS to create works like this and be present in the industry. So to discuss this, we have some project partner representatives. Let me introduce them. We have Anna Danilchuk, Marta Sidoruk from Violin Foundation Ukraine, and Nilgun Aslan Ozdil from Mega Turkey. We also are very excited to have Mary Doyle Burke from Ireland, who is here in a double capacity, both as a director and curator of, excuse my pronunciation, on Kayed Dine Art Gallery, and as a participant in the project. Marta or Anna, would you like to have the floor and start this discussion about what is it that enables ambitious careers for women in CCS?
Thank you so much. And following our idea of creative sisterhood, we will divide this short word with Marta. And I briefly will say that we are very grateful from our Ukrainian side to be both participants and to be able to represent the works of our artists, because we go through a difficult period in life of our country, and this topic of resilience perhaps was extremely important for our creators, because now a lot of creative jobs and managing positions are taken over by Ukrainian women, because a lot of men are on the front lines, and it was just an additional challenge for them, taking into account the context. And within the project, they have found an extremely friendly and inspiring environment. And most importantly, I believe that one of the greatest achievements of our ACHIEVE project is its potential for sustainability, potential for continued work, for direct contacts with artists, for visiting the exhibition. And I think this is something that we treasure.
Thank you, Anna. A couple of words from my side. My name is Marta. We are working together with Anna at Volin Foundation. And as Anna always said, the most powerful thing is when women support the women. So for us, for Ukrainian participants, this project is really a nice opportunity, combining the visibility and meaningful support. First of all, for us is about the skills which women need, not only to create the artworks, but also it's about the digital and entrepreneurial skills, about the leadership competencies that they really need in today's environment. So the second, one of the most thing for our participants is also visibility. And we strongly believe that this platform we will be continually support, and these initiatives give the really nice possibility the women artists to seen, to recognize, to value as both as national and European levels. And the next point, I would like to admit that the networks and international cooperations is really play a key role in our projects. During the discussion with our participants, they also admit that we really try to create the creative space, try to connect the different participants from different countries, share their experience and grow. They have the really nice possibility to grow professionally. For Ukrainian specialists, this international opportunities and these international dimensions of the projects is especially important, and also it opens new opportunities and try to support their presence in the European cultural space. And finally, the support and empowerment matter in Ukraine, especially in challenging times, as Anna already said. We, women in culture, demonstrate incredible resilience. So today, Ukrainian women are not only creators, they are leaders, they are innovators and voices of change. So for us, it's really nice, good project to cooperate, to support strong women among the Europe. So thank you so much for this opportunity and for such really nice projects. I hope we will use this main project result as a platform and virtual exhibition after the project end, and try to have the most powerful things in the world. The added value of this project will be new collaboration among different partners from different countries. Thank you so much.
Anna and Marta, thank you so much. It was really, we're very, very grateful to have the opportunity to showcase the work of Ukrainian women, especially during this time. And as
Oh, I'm so sorry. I just wanted to say that I'm ready now. Sorry for
Perfect.
waiting.
Thank you, Nadia. So when we finish this round of questions, we'll circle back to you. Thank you. I just wanted to say that we're just very, very grateful to have the opportunity to support Ukrainian artists in that way. While you were speaking, I thought of this great piece of work by Alina Okova, an exhibiting artist and a participant who designs and creates embroidery that merges traditional Ukrainian techniques with modern design. And I thought it was a good opportunity to showcase that work because it's very significant. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Neil, would you also like to speak on the topic on what it is that enables ambitious careers for women in CCS? I think we might have a technical issue.
Yes, I'm here. So sorry, my microphone. Thank you, Zeta. First, it's a great pleasure to speak on behalf of Mega today from Turkey. I'm Neil from Turkey, and I'm very, very happy to be a part of the ACHIEVE project and to support women. We work very closely with our partners in this project, and we found the opportunity to host great artworks of artists from Turkey, and we worked on the theme of resilience after trauma in the exhibition. And I would like to talk about what enables ambitious careers for women in creative and cultural sectors today. First of all, I think that equal opportunities really matter for women. When women have the same chances to grow, learn, and lead, they can truly reach their potential. And another important factor is a supportive environment for women, I believe. Having mentors, strong role models, and the culture that encourages collaboration makes a very big difference, I believe. And the flexibility is another factor. Being able to balance work and personal life helps women stay motivated and continue building their careers, we also believe. And as a last word, I want to say that we are really happy. I think this project will be a great opportunity for women to showcase their works, and that's what I want to say. Thank you, Zeta.
Sorry, thank you, Neil. As you were speaking, I thought of sharing a great work from Turkish artist Kadir Kurtgöz. I think this is a very striking work that is representative of the creative sisterhood in many ways. Thank you so much. Maybe we can hear from Mary next on this topic, both as a director and curator and as a participant and exhibiting artist within the project. Mary, thank you so much for joining us. The floor is yours. It seems that we're having some technical trouble, but I see Mary's here. And
Okay. One moment. I'm logged in two places. Just bear with me now. Yeah. Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes,
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, I was in my laptop, but I think the mics actually are gone. So
sorry,
I'm going to try and leave the one in my laptop. Okay,
yes, it seems that we hear you, we hear double.
Yeah, I'm going to leave one now, okay?
No.
Okay, just bear with me. So I'll leave the one on my laptop. Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes, perfect. Thank you.
Okay, I'm so sorry about that. It's just that, sorry, I'm just going to put it up here. I think the default settings on my laptop with the mic are not working, or I don't know if it's technical errors. So I just logged in the phone. So you can hear me okay now? Yes. Sorry, I see a murmuring in my screen. Okay, so just to chat there about, thanks very much, and good afternoon, everybody from Ireland. So hi. In relation to, I think the question posed was in relation to what enables ambitious careers for women in the cultural and creative sectors. So it's an honor to speak today about a question that feels both personal and collective. In this situation, I speak not only as an artist, but also as someone who runs a gallery, a space that tries to connect creative work with community, opportunity, and visibility for artists. So sometimes the crossover in both roles is challenging, but it's very rewarding. So in both roles, I've seen how the same focus that makes our sector vibrant can actually also make it fragile, especially for women. Creativity thrives on freedom, but ambition requires some structure that often requires, I don't really like the word ambition, but I understand where it's coming from in relation to ambitious careers. So it requires structure that's often where the challenge lies for women. But for me, in my experience, ambition is not about a hierarchy or fame. It's about the freedom to imagine, to lead, and to sustain a life in the arts on our own terms, on our own individuality as a woman, and collaboratively as women as well. So what makes that freedom possible? I suppose I was just thinking about this when Alexandra sent me on the question. First, I think access and recognition is really important to make that freedom possible. And women are a huge part of the talent base in our cultural and creative sectors. Actually, a very big part, actually. I know here in Ireland and probably across Central Europe as well. But not always of its leadership roles. Projects like the EU-funded ACHIEVE CCS initiative here really matter because they recognise that potential isn't enough just on its own. And I find that access to networks, to funding, to mentorship, these are the infrastructures of ambition. When women are seen, connected, and supported, their careers stop being exceptional stories and start being normal trajectories. So the second thing then I think is confidence. Confidence shaped by community. As an artist and a woman artist, I know that confidence isn't just something that you just have. Some people have it, but in general, it's something that you co-build with others who believe in your voice, in what you have to say. And when I started on KTN Studios and Art Gallery here in Kenny a few years ago, I just graduated as a mature student after going back to college as a mum. I didn't entirely know if anyone would come to it, what way they would react to it, or if my work as an artist would be taken seriously. While also being a mother, a partner, juggling all the chaos of life, I suppose, and having personal struggles in my own life. What made it possible, I think, was a network of other women in the arts here in Kilkenny initially, and then throughout Ireland, and also supportive male colleagues to women artists in the network. I think it must be acknowledged also. And that network of curators, writers, technicians, people who install the work, administrators, friends who understand the visible work behind the creative labour. Creating those circles of mutual encouragement transforms the isolated ambition into a shared collective momentum. I found over the last 3 years, that's one thing if I would take out of being an artist and setting up studios in a gallery, is that shared collective momentum we all have, I suppose, the isolated ambition. So the third would be institutional change. I think ambition for women in the CCS can only flourish when institutions, as you have been, this program's been about, and it's fantastic, where the galleries, museums, funding bodies, universities take gender equality seriously, not only through statements, but through structures. And I think what you have done here is the structure of the project and the program is really effective, and you can see that by the end of it. So the flexible structures, I suppose, that would include a flexible program, which this is flexible, it's accessible, it's online. And online is not everything. Nobody likes online, but it's accessible to people who are busy and might have children or might have other requirements in their life. It could be family members or, you know, other things going on while you're trying to be an artist that sometimes fall on female in the family. So fair pay childcare support, transparent selection panels on funding, I think it's hugely important too. So I suppose going forward, when we stop treating artistic careers as a luxury for people without responsibilities, and that I suppose involves men and women. Men have responsibilities, male artists have responsibilities too. And we start making real space for the ambition of all genders to sustainably thrive across all the stages of life. And then we can really support artists. Fourth, artistic autonomy. Running a gallery taught me that one of the most powerful enablers of women's ambition is the opportunity to define your own artistic autonomy and your own artistic professional path, to curate, to organize, and to experiment, and to fail with each project and to try again. Entrepreneurship in the arts is often an act of self-preservation sometimes, a way of creating the conditions that didn't exist before, creating opportunities for yourself. And sometimes different things arise out of that. And many of the most inspiring women I know didn't find opportunities, but they built them themselves. And finally, solidarity across differences in society, differences between cultures. Ambition is often portrayed as competition, but the future of women's career in the art world and in the CCS depends on solidarity across communities, between generations. And I like that this project is based on youth, but it's also intergenerational, with advice and experience from all generations. Everybody learns from each other, because everybody brings something different. So I suppose, yeah, solidarity between generations, between disciplines, between those with institutional power and those also on the margins. The ACHIEVE program demonstrates, I think, for me, as an artist and a gallery owner, but demonstrates that by fostering cross-border collaboration, we don't just empower individuals, we strengthen the entire cultural ecosystem. And I suppose to finalize it, looking ahead, I think ambitious careers for women will increasingly rely on how we redefine success, not by visibility alone, but by sustainability, creativity, creative, economic, and emotional as well. Can we build careers where women's creativity fuels long-term impact in the cultural and creative sector rather than short-term survival all the time? That's the challenge, and the promise of projects like this one in ACHIEVE, I think, is something that can bring us closer collectively to that. So to answer the question, I suppose, what enables ambitious careers for women in the CCS or in the creative industry in general, I would say, again, just access, community, institutional responsibility, autonomy, and solidarity is a big thing. So they're not abstract ideas. They're choices that we make every single day in how we fund, how we work together, how we curate, how we collaborate. and how we tell our stories. How we tell our stories is really important, and having a platform for that. And this, even tonight, is a platform for artists having their work visually, and some people getting to talk, and just that cross-border collaboration. It's fantastic. So as a gallery director and studio manager, also, I see my role not just as showing art for artists, but as creating the structure in which women's artistic ambition is possible and visible. And as an artist then, sorry, because I have two roles here and I'm just trying to answer the question. I see my role as insisting that creativity is not gendered, but as access is, in the past, often was gendered. It's not as much anymore. And that's what we work together to continue to change and to continue to keep bringing that forward. So thank you from Anketina.
Thank you so much for the great insights. You said some incredible things that really resonated with me personally, and I'm sure with many of the people here. I couldn't help but notice the connection between what you said and your work about how an artist and her environment are just inseparable. They're always connected. And what particularly resonated from what you said was that a successful artistic career should stop being an exceptional prodigy story and rather be a normal career trajectory option. Thank you so much for sharing.
You're very welcome. Thank you.
Let's circle back to Nadia, who is able to join us now. Nadia, welcome. Let me pull up your piece here. Would you like to speak to us a little bit about your experience being part of the exhibition and your work?
Hello. I apologize in advance for my English, as it is not my native language. I would like to thank, first of all, the entire Culture Policy team for the opportunity to participate in the Creative Sisterhood project, as well as in this exhibition. I met many talented women here that are involved in many different types of art. It was an honor to collaborate with them, to exchange ideas, perspectives, and to bring together different forms of art. Personally, I write poems, short proses, and song lyrics. In the project Sophia, or Little Sophie in English, the project that I'm participating in with Mariana Gouridaki and Aspasia Bouga, our thematic core was the woman. More specifically, her life through the passage of time. Many things change, yet at the same time, nothing does. We may grow older, change externally and internally, gain experiences, learn, meet people, but the way society perceives us as women has not changed in many ways, I think. The project, in general, started with my poem, which could be served as song lyrics too if set to music. My collaborators created their wonderful works using my piece as source of inspiration. For me, this is a deeply honoring experience. I thank them for this. I would also like to thank Ms. Marisa Nida for the incredible English translation of my work. And finally, of course, I want to thank Marilena Prokalamu, who is a part of the general project Creative Sisterhood too, because she created the amazing, in my opinion, and I think it is amazing, the amazing cover that I chose as a thumbnail for my work in the exhibition. So I had many people to thank, and I finished. I hope you all enjoy the exhibition. Thank you.
Thank you, Nadia. Thank you very much. And congratulations again on your
Thank
work.
you.
I think now is the time to stop sharing the exhibition platform, although I do invite you to go on there, experience it yourself, even for the artists that are exhibiting, go on there, explore the other artists' work. It's truly amazing work. I think this would be a good time to have Miss Dr. Vasilios Laopodis, who is the president of Culturepolis, speak to us about how this project might live on in the future. What are the opportunities for further dissemination after the project's end?
Okay, thank you, Zeta. Thank you, Zeta, for inviting me to break to increase a little bit the percentage of non-women in this assembly. It's happened very often, even if Culturepolis from its beginning in 2006 counted at least 80% of staff and collaborators and managers. They were all women, and I was always the minority, but that's nice. I like that. So I'm impressed from what I haven't followed during the 2 years by only at an administrative level, but I believe it's a brilliant example of successful Erasmus project. We have done many of them. Some of them we have forgotten already before the end of the project, but this is something I believe it will stay and it will play its role. From my perspective, first of all, I want to congratulate all the contributors of this work, starting from Culturepolis staff, and the 3 generations of project managers due to different changes, and all our collaborators that we knew from other projects in Ireland, in Larissa, and others, not all of them. And I appreciate also that we had 2 non-EU member states representatives, at least 2, Ukraine and Turkey. And this gives a little bit, not a little bit, a lot of richness to what you delivered. Now, talking about the future, and this is if you like, the delicate point of all European projects, and allow me to say so, because I am a retired officer of the European Commission after 18 years in Luxembourg and Brussels, and I know what I'm talking about. The sustainability of the results is a critical point. And I'm very happy to tell you that Culturepolis will, if you adopt this project and try to include it in our new initiative, linking the rural community, sustainability features, and culture as 3 pillars of what we've and creating a center in Corfu. We'll call, you see the emblem there, the logo Corfu Gen, which means regeneration of Corfu, Corfu gene, Corfu whatever. It's not very nationalistic because it has already in its agenda the creation of a Euro-Mediterranean network. And when you say in Commission, in European Union environment, Euro-Mediterranean means from Sweden to Ukraine and Middle East, which is suffering, by the way, and the women more in this perspective. So our objective is to endorse this project, to include it in the Corfu Gen initiative as one of the main pillars of as one of the main components of the cultural pillar, the other being already the sustainability and the innovation. We are bringing innovation, new technologies, AI in all these aspects. And I believe that we will have the opportunity to invite you all in the inauguration of this center, which will take some time anyway. But this year we plan to start with anything we have managed to put in place. And I will be delighted to include in our inauguration program the visit of this excellent exhibition and other if you like, work you will be developing all this time. So my sincere congratulations. Culture Policy has enjoyed very much this project and the initiative of our French partners. And I know the difficulties we have gone through and we are still going, but at the end, the result is something that will, if you like, satisfy our aims and objectives. Thank you very much. I wish you all good inspiration, very good work, and if possible, next time without wars in our vicinity. We are really suffering from that. We have partners in Lebanon, we have partners in Ukraine and other parts, and I believe this has to stop. So I wish you all success in your lives. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Lapovis. I think at this point we can accept some questions. So if anyone has any questions regarding anything they heard during the event, now is the time to ask them and have them answered. Or comments, anything you would like to share? Let's give a minute. No, it seems that everyone's satisfied with what they heard and there aren't any questions.
We can only thank you for perfect moderation,
Thank you
for
so
this
much.
extremely nice atmosphere that even though we were communicating virtually, I believe that many of us felt that we were very much together. And this creative sisterhood, I will not be tired to repeat, continues both in the work on the project, in our participants, in the platform, and this means everything works well. Thank you so much, Zeta.
Thank you so much. I do think that the Creative Sisterhood was both behind the scenes of the project as well as what was presented at the end. I would like to thank all of our artists and congratulate them again for an incredible exhibition. I would like to thank our speakers today for creating such a nice, for bringing to the table such interesting topics and thoughts. And I would just like, again, to invite you to explore both platforms, have a look. It's really so many things to see. At the end, when this meeting ends, you will receive a short survey regarding your thoughts on the exhibition and the event itself. And it would really help us and the project if you took 3 minutes to complete that survey. Congratulations again to everyone. Thank you so much. And have a nice evening.
Bye-bye, everyone.
Thank you. Thank you so much. We were
Thank
happy
you
to
so
see
much.
everyone.
Thank you
Bye-bye.
all.
It was so
Bye-bye.
great being here.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.